ঠিক আছে, আমরা চেকিং করে নেই। যদি হোমওয়ার্ক করে থাকি, আর যারা করি নাই, বিশেষ করে সামিয়া, অর্ণব, তাদের জন্য কি করা উচিত? শাস্তি ধার্য করা উচিত। আচ্ছা, 57 এর এ, ইউ নিড টু ট্রাই হার্ড। ইফ ইউ ট্রাই, ইফ এর পরে প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স আছে, তাহলে মেইন ক্লজে আমাদের ফিউচার টেন্স আসার কথা। কিসের ব্যাপারে ট্রাই করা সেটা কিন্তু এখানে উল্লেখ নেই, সুতরাং এটা আমরা আমাদের ইচ্ছা মতো দিতে পারি। ইফ ইউ ট্রাই ইউ উইল বিকাম সাকসেসফুল। হ্যাঁ, হবে। ইন হিজ, ইট ইজ হিজ ব্যাড লাক, হি কুড নট সাকসিড। দো বা অলদো দিয়ে আমরা সাধারণত উল্টা আইডিয়া এড করি, অপোজিট আইডিয়া। হি কুড নট সাকসিড, সে সাকসিড করতে পারলো না, তার মানে যদিও তার পরিশ্রম অনেক বেশি ছিল, চেষ্টা অনেক বেশি ছিল, উল্টাটা দিব। হি কুড নট সাকসিড দো হি ট্রাইড হিজ লেভেল বেস্ট। দো হি ট্রাইড হার্ড, দো হি ওয়ার্কড হার্ড। Poets are very imaginative. I wish, I wish এর পরে আমরা সাধারণত প্রথমে সাবজেক্ট দিই, তারপরে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট টেন্স দেই, বি ভার্ব থাকলে ওয়ার দেই। I wish I were a poet. I found the boy crying. I asked him the reason of his crying, but he did not tell me anything. But he remained silent. But he did not respond to me. আমি কল করি নাই তো, আস্ক করেছিলাম। But he did not respond to my question. Did not reply to my question. How time does fly. 3 years have passed since. Since এর আগে have passed আছে present tense. Since এর পরে হবে past indefinite tense. So since 3 years have passed since I saw you last. Since I met you. Since you came to me. She thought that dash, but she passed. এটা পাস করা মানে পরীক্ষায় পাস করা, তার মানে সে ভেবেছিল সে পাস করবে না, ফেল করবে। থট, দ্যাট এর আগে থট আছে পাস্ট টেন্স। আমরা ন্যারেশনের রুল থেকে শিখেছি দ্যাট এর আগে যদি পাস্ট টেন্স থাকে, তাহলে দ্যাট এর পরে স্বাভাবিক চিন্তায় যেই টেন্স আসে সেটাকে আবার পাস্ট টেন্স বানাতে হবে। সাধারণ চিন্তা এখানে প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স আসে, আমরা সেটাকে পাস্ট টেন্স বানিয়ে দিব নাকি? না, সাধারণ চিন্তা এখানে ফিউচার টেন্স আসে। আই থিংক আই উইল পাস ইন দ্য এক্সাম, সাধারণ চিন্তা এখানে ফিউচার টেন্স আসে, তো সেটাকে পাস্ট টেন্স বানিয়ে দিব, উইলটাকে উড বানিয়ে দিব। She thought that she would fail in the exam, but she passed. Last evening, I happened to meet one of my old friends. While dash, I took him with me while going to market হবে। I went to Dhaka from Meherpur so that, মেহেরপুর হলো কুষ্টিয়াতে, মেহেরপুরের মুজিবনগর সরকার গঠিত হওয়ার জায়গা। আম্রকানন মনে আছে? গোপন বৈঠক করেছিল যেখানে ওরা। ইতিহাস কি কম জানো নাকি তোমরা? এর জন্য মামলা খাইছিল, পরে ষড়যন্ত্রমূলক মামলা দিয়েছিল এই গোপন বৈঠকের কারণে। ওরা ওখানে অস্থায়ী সরকার গঠন করেছিল ওই মিটিং এর মাধ্যমে, মেহেরপুরের মুজিবনগরের আম্রকাননে। আচ্ছা, ইতিহাস স্যারদের কাছ থেকে আরো ডিটেল জেনে নিও। ওই মেহেরপুরের কথা এখানে উল্লেখ করা আছে। ঠিক আছে, ঢাকায় আসার যে কোনো একটা উদ্দেশ্য দিলেই হবে, যে আমি একটা চাকরি খুঁজতে পারি, আমি আমার আত্মীয়র বাসায় বেড়াতে পারি, আমি আমার ফ্রেন্ডের সাথে মিট করতে পারি, ইত্যাদি। I went to Dhaka from Meherpur so that I could look for a job. In 1971 is the year when our country achieved independence. I personally know her. She is the woman who stole my bag. ঠিক আছে, she is the woman who helped me when I was in danger. 58A, there are many obstacles in our way to success. We must work hard so that we can overcome the obstacles. My childhood was full of joys and happiness. Would that I could, would that এর পরে সাবজেক্ট প্লাস could দিতে হয়। Would that I could be a child again, অথবা would that I could get my childhood days back. When I got down from the train, I saw my friend Ripon. It was long since এর আগে was past tense রয়েছে, since এর পরে হবে past perfect. It was long since I had seen him, I had met him. 5 years have passed since এর আগে have past present perfect tense আছে, পরে হবে past indefinite tense. 5 years have passed since I saw him, I met him. I did not know anything of the matter. Dash, I would have told him about it. Would have, could have, might have plus V3 আছে। এটাকে আমরা থার্ড কন্ডিশনাল বলি। থার্ড কন্ডিশনালে ইফ এর সাথে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স থাকে, had প্লাস V3 আসে। তো if I had known the matter, I would have told him about it. The poem was too difficult. টু প্লাস ভার্ব দেই আমরা সাধারণত। পরের অংশে কি আছে? দ্য টিচার টোল্ড আস টু লিসেন টু হিম ভেরি কেয়ারফুলি। তার মানে কেয়ারফুলি লিসেন করলে বুঝতে পারবো। দ্য পোয়েম ওয়াজ টু ডিফিকাল্ট ফর আস টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড উইদাউট দ্য টিচার্স হেল্প। না, টু ফর আস টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড এতটুকু যথেষ্ট। Some students adopt unfair means in the examinations. It is high time plus subject plus past indefinite tense. It is high time the government took steps against unfair means in the examinations. আইনটা যখন কঠোর হবে তখন চোরাচুরি করা বন্ধ করে দেবে। চুরির জন্য যখন হাতটা কেটে দিবে, যে কোনো চুরির জন্য হাত যখন কেটে দিবে তখন আর ভয়ে কেউ চুরি করবে, বুঝছো না? এই জন্য 10-12 জনকে হয়তো আজীবনের জন্য হাত হারাইতে হবে, কিন্তু এর পরের গুলো সব ঠিক হয়ে যাবে। ওয়াশরুমে, ও ওয়াশরুমের জানালা দিয়ে বাইরে ফেলে দিচ্ছে ওরা ইউজ করার পরে। রাজুকের বাচ্চারা তো অনেক নকল করে, এই নকলটাই তো তাদের ধ্বংসের কারণ। পড়ালেখা কম করে, জীবনে এইম ইন লাইফ খুবই কম। এইম ইন লাইফ অনেক বেশি আছে কিন্তু বাস্তবায়ন কম। যদিও রেজাল্টে দেখা দেখি করে তারা ভালো করে ফেলে একসময়, কিন্তু বোর্ডে ভালো করার সুযোগ সবসময় নাও আসতে পারে, এই জন্য শুরু থেকেই ভালো করে পড়া উচিত। তাহলে আমরা ইট ইজ হাই টাইম দ্য গভর্নমেন্ট দিতে চাচ্ছ না তুমি, এই তো। ইট ইজ হাই টাইম দ্য স্টুডেন্টস স্টপড অ্যাডপ্টিং আনফেয়ার মিনস ইন এক্সামিনেশনস, এভাবে দিতে চাচ্ছ যে ওরা নিজেরাই ভালো হয়ে যাক। ইফ আই হ্যাড আ ক্যামেরা, হ্যাড কোন টেন্স? পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট টেন্স। তাহলে অপর অংশে বা মেইন ক্লজে উড, কুড, মাইট প্লাস V3 হবে নাকি V1 হবে? উড, কুড, মাইট প্লাস V1 হবে। সো ইফ আই হ্যাড আ ক্যামেরা, I would take snaps of this place. I would take some photos of this place. এখানে কমা, তারপরে ফুল স্টপ, এরপরে I like photography very much. Number I, don't worry, I'll join you after dash. আমরা বিফোর আফটার এর সাথে শিখেছি যে আফটার এর পরে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স, এক্ষেত্রে শর্ত হলো আফটার এর আগে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট টেন্স। যদি আফটার এর আগে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট টেন্স না থেকে আফটার এর আগে ফিউচার থাকে, তাহলে আফটার এর পরে প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স। I will join you after I finish my work. Then we'll play together. অথবা after I finish my homework. অথবা after I finish my class with the home tutor. অথবা after I become free. You take so much food at dinner. You will suffer unless মানে if not. তো কন্ডিশনাল সেন্টেন্স। অপর অংশে উইল ফিউচার টেন্স আছে, তাহলে ইফ এর সাথে কন্ডিশনাল পার্টে প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স হবে। You will suffer unless you change your food habit. না, unless you do not take regular physical exercise. We should make the best use of time. If we lose the morning hours of our life, we will suffer in the long run. Study is the motto of a student. As a student, you should read properly so that you can জবের চিন্তা তো আসে নাই। স্টাডি ইজ দ্য মোটো অফ দ্য স্টুডেন্ট। পড়ালেখা রিলেটেড আসছে, তাহলে রেজাল্টের সাথে রিলেট করে দেই। As a student, you should read properly so that you can cut a good figure in the exam. So that you can get chance into public universities. Students should read textbooks again and again with a view to learning a lot, with a view to gaining knowledge, with a view to getting chance into a university, with a view to achieving success in life, with a view to cutting a good figure in the exam. The crown is the symbol of the king. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Students should respect their teachers. They should follow the advices of their teachers. Everybody should have a future plan. Tell me what your future plan is. Success depends on the proper use of time. You will surely succeed provided that you will succeed. Future tense. তাহলে provided এর পার্টি present tense হবে। Provided that you work hard. কিন্তু hard work কেন আসবে? এখানে তো proper use of time এর কথা বলা আছে। Provided that you use your time properly. He was absent from the meeting. Had I seen him, past perfect tense আছে, would have, could have, might have plus V3. He was absent from the meeting. Meeting থেকে আচ্ছা বাইরে ছিল। Had I seen him, I would have asked him the reason of his absence. The door should be open. Would you mind opening the door? Would you mind এরপরে verb ing. I am the only person that is responsible for this work. It is I who will do this work perfectly. Only the wearer knows. এটাও একটা proverb. Where the shoe pinches. Therefore, we should not ignore when someone complains. Times have wings. It was long. Since এর আগে was past tense, since এর পরে past perfect tense. It was long since we had met with each other last. Had I been invited? Had plus been V3. Third conditional sentence would have, could have, might have plus V3 হবে। Invite মানে কোনো ধরো party. Had I been invited, I would have joined your birthday party with a gift. একটা saying আছে যে man proposes, God disposes. Man proposes, God disposes. বাতিল করে দেয়। এটার মিনিং হলো আল্লাহ যাকে বড় করে হাজার হাজার মানুষ তাকে টেনে ধরলেও ছোট করতে পারে না। আল্লাহ যাকে উঠায় লাখ লাখ মানুষও তাকে নিচে নামাইতে পারে না। আর আল্লাহ যাকে নামায় শত শত মানুষ চেষ্টা করেও তাকে উঠাইতে পারে না। Man proposes, God disposes. Had I possessed vast wealth, had I possessed আছে থার্ড কন্ডিশনাল, past perfect tense, অপর পার্টে হবে would have, could have, might have plus V3. Had I possessed vast wealth, I would have established a hospital, helped the poor. There is a wise saying, justice delayed, justice denied. Justice delayed, justice denied. শুনো না এটা? He tried heart and soul so that he could shine in life. Could দিয়েছি, tried past tense এর কারণে মাথা ব্যথা করতেছে। A real teacher loves his students. If I were a teacher, I would love my students. যেহেতু এখানে এই পয়েন্টটাই আছে ওটাই দিলাম। She spoke as though এর আগে spoke আছে past tense, তাহলে পরে হবে past perfect tense. Had known everything. She spoke as though she had known everything. Despite থাকলে দুইটা পার্ট একটা আরেকটার উল্টা হয়। হি কুড নট ওভারকাম দ্য হার্ডল মানে প্রবলেম। তাহলে যথাসম্ভব চেষ্টা করা সত্ত্বেও সে পারলো না, এরকম দেবো। ডেসপাইট ট্রাইং হার্ট এন্ড সোল হি কুড নট ওভারকাম দ্য হার্ডল। Despite getting much help from others, he could not overcome the hurdle. একসাথে হ্যাঁ করাইতাম। 61 flood dash visits Bangladesh almost every year. Flood নিয়ে কি বলবো বলো? It causes a great havoc to thousands of people. Flood নিয়ে পজিটিভ ফ্রেজ হবে একটা ন্যাচারাল ক্যালামিটি, একটা ন্যাচারাল ডিজাস্টার। অনেক দেশ আছে যেসব দেশে গত 20 বছরেও বন্যা হয় নাই। এমনও দেশ আছে যেসব দেশে গত 20 বছরে বন্যা হয় নাই, সারা বছরই আইস হয়ে থাকে। তাহলে কিভাবে হবে? আফ্রিকার এমন দেশ আছে গত 20 বছরে বন্যা হয় নাই, মরুভূমি এলাকা। তাহলে তুমি মোস্ট কমন দিতে চাচ্ছ, হচ্ছে না। হ্যাঁ ইন বাংলাদেশ দিলে হবে, ভিজিটস বাংলাদেশ অলমোস্ট এভরি ইয়ার। আমি দিতে চাচ্ছি ফ্লাড আর ন্যাচারাল ডিজাস্টার ভিজিটস বাংলাদেশ অলমোস্ট এভরি ইয়ার। It causes a great havoc to thousands of people. I went to market with a view পরে ভার্বের আইএনজি। I returned home at 9 p.m. তো মার্কেটে কেন গিয়েছিলাম, এরকম একটা পারপাস। I went to market with a view to buying some necessary things. I returned home at 9 p.m. Dash is beneficial to health. Sometimes it can harm your body. এমন কি আছে? এমন কি আছে যে স্বাস্থ্যের জন্য ভালো কিন্তু মাঝে মধ্যে এটা শরীরের ক্ষতি করে? Sometimes. হ্যাঁ, physical exercise is beneficial to health. Sometimes it can harm your body. মাঝে মধ্যে করে, ওভার করলে। I had a wish to join your party. Had you invited me earlier, I would have joined your birthday party with a gift. Today, he shows abnormal behavior. He needs mental treatment. হবে? He needs psychological counseling. He needs the help of advice of a psychiatrist. Hobby is nothing but dash. It gives us joy and pleasure. Hobby is nothing but এছাড়া আর কিছু? হ্যাঁ, hobby is nothing but a great attraction to do things during leisure. In leisure না দিয়ে during leisure দাও। Things during leisure. It gives us joy and pleasure. Anika is a brilliant student. He studies attentively so that she can shine in life, prosper in life. A newspaper is the storehouse of knowledge. A man can be benefited in many ways if he reads newspaper. Wait here until I come back. Don't go anywhere. If a mother fails to take care of her children properly, dash, so a mother should be properly educated first. তো মাদার যদি ফেল করে টেক কেয়ার অফ হার চিলড্রেন প্রপারলি, তাহলে চিলড্রেনও সাকসেসফুল হবে না। ইফ আ মাদার ফেলস টু টেক কেয়ার অফ হার চিলড্রেন প্রপারলি, দ্য চিলড্রেন will fail in their life. So a mother should be properly educated first. হবে। It was dry season and the heat was terrible. We watered the plants regularly so that the plants can get nourishment. Hard work is the secret of success. Through hard work, a man can be as successful as he wishes. ওইটা সম্ভব না। As successful as he desires. as successful as his luck or fortune. There goes the proverb, united we stand, divided we fall. Unless we are united, we cannot. কেন আমরা ইউনাইটেড হয়ে ফল করার জন্য আনলেস উই আর ইউনাইটেড উই ক্যান নট কি দেব সাকসিড বা উই ক্যান নট লিভ প্রপারলি বা উই ক্যান নট স্টপ ফলিং ডাউন ঠিক আছে I don't know Dela's number. I would call her. Would, could, might plus B1 আছে তাহলে if এর সাথে past tense হবে I would call her if I knew her number. Had I number হবে I will be in a meeting at 10 a.m. But I will leave my mobile phone switched on in case I will be in a meeting at 10 a.m. But I will leave my mobile phone switched on in case you need me. In case মানে if সুতরাং you need me শুধু এতটুকু in case হ্যাঁ in case there is an emergency. In case an emergency situation is estimated. In case an emergency situation occurs. Mr. John did not need an umbrella because he had gone to school before আগে past perfect আছে হ্যাঁ পরের অংশে past indefinite before the rain started না শুধু in case মানে if Mr. John did আচ্ছা ওটা হলো when we reached the station we heard that the train would start after 3 hours if we had known past perfect that the train would be late we would not have started so earlier. You should remember that if you do not work hard, you may fail in the exam. So work hard lest you should fail in the exam. We cannot pass our life without an assignment. Dash is not an actual life at all. Our life without an assignment is not an actual life at all. I must hurry and reach school on time. My class teacher will be very annoyed if I will be future tense আছে তাহলে এটার সাথে যায় if I arrive late. We have to learn the basic grammatical rules, but we often do not give importance to them. I wish I পরের অংশে আছে poor with the money. হ্যাঁ I wish I were a rich man. It is raining heavily. I have taken an umbrella so that I can reach the school in time. Ria did not inform me about the program. Had I been informed earlier, I would have attended the program. Please wait here until I come back. I have an important matter to discuss with you. Flood is a natural calamity. Neither the government nor the people can stop it. Load shedding hampers our normal life. Load shedding occurs when the generation of power, generational production, the generation of power is less than the demand. When the generation of electricity is less than the demand of the people. The robber was so cruel that he could kill the house owner. হ্যাঁ ওটাই তো দিয়েছি আমি এতই ক্রুয়েল ছিল যে সে মেরেই ফেলতে পেরেছিল অ্যাভয়েড রেকলেস ড্রাইভিং লেস্ট you should meet with an accident. That does not bring any good result. Smoking cigarettes does not bring any good result. Wasting time does not bring any good result. Spending time leisurely with friends does not bring any good result. Watching television too much does not bring any good result. Using Facebook most often does not bring any good result. There are some people who dash, they cannot shine in light. There are some people who are very lazy, they cannot shine in light. Yesterday, one of my friends came to me. She came so that she could borrow my book. Mr. Mamun left the place suddenly. Do you know where he lives? My father gave me 1000 taka so that I can buy my books. Rumpa is a talkative girl. She talks as if she knew everything. As if এর আগে talks present tense আছে, আমি পরের অংশে new past tense দিই। Though Bangladesh is a small country, measures should be taken to control population growth. আমি population নিয়ে বলবো। Though Bangladesh is a small country, she has a huge population. You are hardworking. I am sure that you will shine in life. If I had come early, had come past perfect, I would have got the train. There goes a proverb that time near, time and tide wait for none. Nice to meet you. It is long since I is long present tense. For a past tense দিব। It is long since I met you. Space journey is very difficult. The higher we fly, the better we feel. The more thrilling we feel. One day we have to meet death. Graveyard is the place where dead bodies are buried. He is satisfied with what he has. I am hungry today. I had better take some food. I am an early riser. I am used to এর আগে যদি be verb am is or was or থাকে তাহলে পরে ing দিতে হয়। আর be verb না থাকলে base form দিতে হয় পরে। I am used to getting up early. As Bangladesh is an agricultural country, the government should give more emphasis on agriculture. Patriotism is a noble virtue. It is high time we became past tense. We became patriots. I wish I could fly in the sky. If I had the wings of a bird, had past indefinite tense. Could. If I had the wings of a bird, I could fly in the sky. We are late. The class will start now. What fast, lest we should miss the class. We are a free nation now. 1971 is the year when our country became independent. The students dash can reach their goal. The students who are hardworking. Time flies very fast. About 2 years past tense আছে since we had met. Our teacher encourages us to read properly. During studying in this college, although our teacher rebuked us, we enjoyed our time. Our teacher becomes happy when his or her students do well in the exam. Our teacher tries to discover the latent talents of the students so that they can succeed in life. If we, the students, follow the advice of our teacher, we will succeed in life. Really, the moments spent in this college are very precious, are really unthinkable, are really unforgettable. Our student should be polite in behavior so that he can satisfy everyone with his behavior. Really, there are some memories in our life which are unforgettable. There are 3 stages of education. There are primary, secondary, and tertiary. Tertiary education is the university education. Or tertiary education is higher education. In Bangladesh, tertiary education is provided by the universities. Tertiary education provided in colleges is controlled by national university. জাতীয় বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় অনার্সের কথা বলছি। Universities are the real places for tertiary education. There are many universities in Bangladesh. Private universities started in Bangladesh since 1990s. At present, there are many private universities working in Bangladesh, running in Bangladesh, providing education in Bangladesh. All the students do not get equal opportunities. Public universities, sorry. Higher education is expensive. Besides, it is difficult too. Public universities are the first choices of most students. These universities are run by the government. These universities provide quality education. Only a small number of students get chance into public universities. Every year, many students are denied access to higher education. Dash at higher education institutions. Every year, many students are denied access to higher education, especially dash at higher educational institutions. Good education is ensured at higher educational institutions. Rana was very serious about his exam. When he studied, he used to close the doors so that nobody could disturb him. The first and foremost duty of a student is to study. Dash a student can bring by studying sincerely. He is a very weak student, but he never realizes it. Dash as if you are a brilliant student. He behaves as if you are a brilliant student. The dress you have bought just now is very costly. Dash, I would not buy it. If I were you, I would not buy it. A lot of passengers were waiting at the bus station, at the bus stop, when a small bus came. The bus was too small for the passengers to get in. Maria stood first in the last exam. Her parents were so happy that they uh, gave her a gift, costly gift. Mr. Grasshopper never thought that he would be in deep trouble in winter. If he had thought about the winter, he would have worked hard. I went to meet my teacher. Dash after he had finished an important meeting with other teachers. He will give me time after he had finished. Bashir is the sole earner in his family. As his father was an ever sick man, he had to support the family. I have not attended a birthday party for about a year. If you invite me to your birthday party, I will certainly enjoy joining it. Her laughter is harsh and mysterious. Actually, he laughs as though he were a villain. There were so many students in the science fair. Every one of them put on ID cards so that the authority could recognize them. I have failed in the exam and I know better how it feels. You will never know because the wearer best knows what the shoe pinches. He came to your house with a view to borrowing your book. In a storm, the wind causes great wrecks. The wind dash wreaks great havoc upon our life and property. No? In a storm, the wind most often wreaks great havoc upon our life and property. My cousin Rupa is going to Kolkata on vacation. If I were she, I would go to Cox's Bazar. Most of the educational institutions are poor in respect of facilities, though our government is trying heart and soul. Rivers are not now properly navigable. Most of the rivers have changed their course. The death of Ayub Bachchu was a matter of great sorrow for him. He was an icon in the field of brand. If I had 50 million taka, I would become very happy. It is indeed necessary for the development of the locality. I would help the development of the locality. I would spend it for the development of my locality. What is lotted cannot be blotted. Birds in the sky. Acha. I wish I could fly like the birds. English is an international language. That you cannot, without learning English, you cannot get a good job. 2 minutes আছে. Trees are essential for our existence, so we should plant more and more trees. Time has its wings. It was 5 years since we had met with each other. Hardly had we seen the police when the snatcher ran away from us. Thus we were safe. Work carefully lest you should fail in the exam, lest you should not become successful. You cannot buy a car if you do not have a lot of money. He came here with a view to taking my help, asking for my help. He has become poor dash of his idleness because of his, only because of his. He was not known to me. If I had known his name, I would have called him by his name. It was 11 p.m. I went to sleep after I had taken my supper. Agrabad to Muradpur is a long distance. He cannot walk 2 miles, let alone uh, this long distance. A bird sat on the branch of a tree. No sooner had we aimed at the bird than it flew away. I have a single copy of this book. I can give you it, provided you return it in time. We go to college with a view to learning many things. It was long since I had met the lady. If someone had mentioned her name, had not, I would not have remembered her. He was so grateful that he expressed his extreme uh, gratefulness to me. Rohim is very talkative. He talks as if he were He knew everything. Sorry. Electricity is such a part of our life without which we cannot live our modern life, modern city life.